Happy New Year's. What I got for me?
Where would you rank Zeke as one of the toughest guys in the NFL in terms of taking down a tackle?
Dang, just straight into the ranking, huh?
You don't have to rank it if you don't want.
He's up there for sure. He's one of the top ones. Yeah, him, Gurley. I play Gurley a lot, so Gurley's the one that stands out to me. But he's definitely a tough dude to tackle. He seems to always fall forward. So it should be fun.
What do you see from the Cowboys that might be different from the first time you faced them in Week 3?
Amari Cooper. That's pretty much it. The offense is the same, but you had a guy like that you could throw the ball up to, or he can turn a 5-yard route into 100 yards or something like that. It changes your offense. Dak looks a little more confident, looks smooth, like he's making really good decisions with the ball, and Zeke is Zeke, running the rock really, really hard. So it's kind of what we did last time. They're going to try to establish the run game to open up the passing game. So we got to do our jobs and make sure we stop them, and we will.
You said Dak looks more confident. How does that show up?
You can just tell by the way he's, reading the coverages, the way he's getting the ball out, a little bit quicker out of his hands and things like that. So, you can just kind of see the growth from then. Because I think when we played them, it was like Game 3. And I think after that, they were probably like 3-5 or whatever the case may be. And, he went on a little bit of run. And that's kind of what you see on the run that they had, is just him, making, good decisions, knowing when to run, knowing when to throw, because that makes it hard as a defender. If, you play too soft for the pass, he gets the first down with his legs. If you try to go attack him, he throws it over your head. And then, add a guy like Amari Cooper to be that guy that he throws it over your head to makes it pretty tough.
What have you guys been successful doing against Prescott a few times you played?
I think just getting after him. I don't remember how many sacks we had, but, we had a lot of QB hits. We were in his face a lot. I think with any quarterback, if you get in his face a lot, kind of disrupt him. We need to do a better job, on Zeke. But, it's going to be fun.
This isn't the first year you guys have maybe started a little slow and finished strong. What about your teams has kind of allowed you guys to overcome slow starts and be a good team late in the year?
I think the confidence, in knowing that, you can kind of get out of anything. You don't want to start slow. You want to start fast. But I think the environment that we have here, especially with Coach Carroll, just, always talking about finish and always talking about, it's not how you start. So literally, when you start bad and we have the confidence that, we could pull it together and it's never over. So I think that's what it is. We're very resilient. We always believe that we're in it no matter what. And I think that's what it is. A lot of guys just understand that as long as we have a chance, it's going to be great.
Is that the same mentality kind of in game and in season?
Exactly. If we, I think for me it's just like, you kind of seen it all. We've been down 21 points before and came back. We've been up by, 20 and gave the lead up. And so you just use the experience that you have. And, we had older guys when I first got here that had that experience, and they shared it to us. And so we're the older guys now, and we try to share it with them that no matter where we at, no matter, what it is, you got to keep going because you can either win or lose the game at any given point.
As a kid, college, high school, were you ever a sloppy tackler?
Sloppy tackler?
I mean, you're amongst the leaders or right at the top of the list in fewest missed tackles in the league. You just don't seem to miss anything. But is that something that you?
Maybe when I was an infant, and, I was barely walking. I kind of hard to bring people down. My legs weren't fully developed yet. But I always, like when you think of a linebacker, you think of a guy that knows how to tackle. So when I chose to play linebacker, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure that that's one area of my game that nobody can question my ability to tackle. So it's something that you focus on, you take pride in, and when you play those guys that talk trash after they make you miss, you don't want them to talk. So what better way to shut them up by not missing?
How impressed have you been with Jarran's ability to get to the quarterback this year?
Oh, it's been amazing. I think he had 10 and a half sacks. it's amazing, but at the same time, too, you watched him work all offseason on his pass rush moves. You watched him, you know, all OTAs, all training camp. You seen how he was getting off the rock, and you knew, you know, you seen Frank. So you knew at some point they were going to slide a little bit more to Frank, leaving him by himself, which, you know, resulted in him getting 10.5 sacks too. But, you know, he's been amazing for us. You know, his leadership, his, you know, what he brings to the table every single time he steps out there. You know, like I said, he comes out there and you know, he's trying to call out plays just like, you know, Me Bang did, and it's fun to watch. I don't know if Me Bang ever had 10 sacks, though.
The last time you played these guys was the last full game Earl played. Did it take any time at all to kind of adjust to not having Earl out there at all? Or
I would say a little bit of adjustment, but I don't think that much because we were kind of not – we didn't have him for a while, and then he kind of showed up and, you know, he came and like I said, he's a great, great player, and when his presence on the field alone, you know, changes your defense. So, you know, when we lost him, it was kind of like, okay, we got to go back to those weeks that we didn't have him. So, in essence, we kind of had a practice of, you know, playing games without him, and, you know, we just had to go back to that. But his presence was definitely, you know, missed. I think, you know, the last game he had 2 picks. So, you know, we'll have to find somebody to get the 2 picks.
What was it like seeing KJ make a few plays early in that game on Sunday?
Oh, it was amazing, man. You know, to see, especially the screen when he made that tackle in the open field. You know, that's when I was kind of like, okay, he feels good, and that's all you really want to see him feel good, see him getting out there moving, and you know, it's good to have him back. You know, like I said, it's another person that you communicate with. It's a brother that you've been playing with, and you know, I'm excited for him. You know, I think, you know, as he gets the reps and as he keeps going, he's going to make a lot more plays. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Bobby, how tough was it last year to watch the playoffs, not be a part of it? And does that give you guys more of a hunger or an appreciation going forward?
It sucked. Yeah, it was terrible. You know, because we had made playoffs up all, you know, my whole time here since I've been here. And so when you had that time off, you know, you had to, you know, the first couple of weeks it was just kind of felt like a bye week where it's just like, all right, well, other teams are playing and you not. Then when you starting to work out and get ready for next season and realize the season is still going, it's a terrible feeling to know to be done in January. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that never happens again.
Did you watch the games like closely, or could you watch them?
I watched them because you want to know who win. You know, I'm still a football fan. I still love to watch football. It's hard, but at the end of the day, you got somebody on the team that you're rooting for, somebody that you want to do good. So, you know, I watched for sure.
Your film study is obviously going to be of their offense, but as a linebacker, do you like watching, just pay attention to other linebackers around the league when they have a good tandem there and their guys?
Yeah, I watch all the linebackers. I watch them. I love watching them play. You know, they bring so much juice. They fly around. But I think, you know, as a linebacker, you got to watch other people. You can't just watch yourself because, you know, there's little things that every person is doing that you can learn from. Well, no matter what the age is, no matter if he's young, older, whatever, you can learn from somebody. So, yeah, I'm always watching all the linebackers. I love their linebackers.
What do you like about that combo of Smith and Vander Esch that they have?
Just, you know, the speed and you know, you just see – you go to one side of the field, one guy's flying over making a tackle for loss, and then you try the other side, and the other guy's making a tackle for loss. And, you know, you could just tell that they genuinely love to play together with one another. Every time one of them makes a play, you know, they're the first one congratulating them. And to me, that's fun to watch. You know, that energy is fun to watch. Hopefully it's not happening this week, but it'd be dope.
you guys had some games this year where you gave up some yards, but you were really good in the red zone, really good on like third and 1, 3rd and 2, that sort of thing. What do you, I guess, attribute that to your guys' ability to kind of be good in those situations?
I think it's just mindset. You know, I think just understanding kind of same thing with the red zone. Like, it don't matter how you got down there, just don't let them get no points. And, you know, no matter what the plays is, we feel like, you know, if we have an opportunity to stop them, you know, our mindset is do not let them cross this end zone. And, you know, 3rd and short and all those things like that is just like take a shot. This is your chance to just kind of get in the backfield and make a play. And, you know, we do that. So those are like the fun downs, you know, the 3rd and 1, the 3rd and shorts, you know, because, you know, they're going to, you know, sometimes they do direct runs. They try to do a trick play or like a play action or a boot or something like that. So it's a play to kind of get a play to ignite the crowd or, everybody gets excited when you stop a team from going to the end zone. So it's just really fun plays, and I think we up for the challenge.
What's your message to the guys playing in their first playoff game this week?
Don't treat it like a playoff game. Just treat it like a normal game. You don't want to rate. You don't put no hype to this game. At the end of the day, the only thing different between this game and all the other games is there's more media people who ask you questions. That's pretty much it. So it's the same game, and I think that's what makes our team so good. We treat every game the same. Treat every game like a championship game, and I truly believe that. Because the minute you make it bigger than what it is, then you start trying to overdo things and you mess up. So, at the end of the day, they just need to go out there, have fun, and everything else is going to take care of itself.
Have you allowed yourself to kind of reflect on how your roles changed compared to the past playoff teams you've been on, especially leadership-wise, kind of your role now in those playoff teams compared to past ones?
No, I'm not really into reflecting right now. When the season's over, then I'll do it. But, I think you definitely see the growth, something that you want to, when you look at yourself, every year you want to see, are you growing? And you don't want to be the same person you was last year, and you don't want to be the same player you was last year. So from that aspect, I just want to make sure that I'm growing as a person, growing as a man, and growing as a player.
Bobby, Frank and Jay Reed combined for more than 24 sacks this year. I guess what has stood out to you the most about their leadership in the D-line group?
Just how willing they were to take charge. When Mike B and Cliff left, there was a lot of people, wondering where the leadership was going to come from in that room. And from the moment that we stepped foot when we were back here, Jay Reed and Frank was the voice of that room. And, Frank, talked a lot more than he's talked. And Jay Reed's always had that leadership in him. But, again, sometimes it's, it's a respect thing. You got to understand you got people older than you that's been here, that's done more, that you got to allow them to kind of do their thing. But when your time comes, you got to, seize the moment. And I feel like those guys are seizing the moment. The moment that we came back in OTAs, they've been amazing, been vocal, been on guys, been making sure guys doing their job. And, I think that's what's really helped, us excel as a defense, in a year when everybody didn't think we were going to excel. Guys like that, guys like B-Mac, KJ, everybody just kind of coming together collectively and seizing the moment.
Anything else?
You good?
Thanks, Bob.
Appreciate it.